Hi, I'm Jessica Jerain.
And I'm Laura Davis.
And we are the IntelleXual. We are here tonight at the Beverly Hills Hotel for the 23rd Annual Night of 100 Stars Oscar Party.
We are super excited for tonight. We're running the red carpet event, doing the interviews with 100 stars or more, and we don't know who's going to be here tonight.
So excited. Please stay with us for the ride and enjoy the show.
Way more than 100 stars here. You know, I mean, I think some people overrepresent. I think it's a little underrepresented. Maybe that's Norby's style, you know, cool and smooth.
So, are you rooting for anyone tonight?
Yeah, well, I'm in this little movie called 12 Years a Slave, and a lot of people in that movie. I'm very excited. I hope they win.
Hope all of them win, right?
Yeah, I hope they all win tonight.
When you were on the Oscar, who did you call right after?
I had, trying to remember, I think I could probably call my mother immediately. Yeah, that's
a good answer.
That's the first. Well, you know, I had a fellow in my life. When I got the job of the Midnight Cowboy, when I found that out, I was with a fellow who was a homeless man, and I had him in my apartment to get him out of the rain. And I got the call. I said, I'm going to get a call very soon to see if I'm going to get this role, which will change my life. And he said, I hope you get it. I pray you get it. And I went to the phone. I said, come on, let's see what we got. And I got on the phone, and I got the job. I said, I got it. He said, I prayed you get it. And I said, what should I do? Who's the first person I should call? He says, call your mother. She'll be so happy.
There you go. We actually met at the Boondock Saints 2 DVD party a few years back.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see you again.
Very good to see you as well.
How is the Boondock Saints? I heard they're looking at making a third one. Are you guys here?
Yeah. That's they're
in the
writing
talks?
it and rewriting it. It's already written, but they're rewriting it, and so I'm sure it'll get done sooner or later.
So
I have no schedule.
Are you and Norman both going to join? Or be on board?
It's going to actually be Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
I was like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's me and Ritas.
Oh, awesome. That'll be great.
It should be fun, yeah.
Yeah. And then how is HBJJ going? Are you still doing it? Awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
Good for you.
Another academy in West LA called Dynamics MMA, but I'm there pretty much every day if I'm not out filming somewhere. I taught a kids class yesterday morning.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Good. And then are you working on anything new other than, the talks of Boondocks?
I just finished a film called The Final Word, and that should come out at the end of the year. And other than that, I'm just working at the Academy.
And who's your beautiful lady wearing tonight?
This is my girlfriend, Cindy. I'm kidding. It's my wife, Lauren. It's my wife, Lauren, and I don't know what she's wearing, a black dress.
Well, you look beautiful.
I should know.
You look gorgeous.
Shireen.
All right. Well, thank you. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Nice to see you.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Jamie.
James. I know you as James.
Yeah.
So Jamie seems so personal.
James will do.
Yeah, so proper. So, who are you rooting for tonight?
Everybody.
Everybody. Being nominated, what goes through your body, your mind, being nominated?
Gratitude.
This answer. I'm just excited to meet you. We're fans of so many of your films, so it's just an absolute pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Do you have anything interesting coming up in the future that we can keep our eye for?
Well, I'm doing a television show called Murder in the First on TNT, Stephen Bochco's new show. And I have a wonderful film that was out last year, and it should have been considered by the Academy and wasn't, with Jean-Pierre Bougeot, called Still Mine, and it's worth seeing.
Definitely.
I will be checking it out.
All right.
Check that one out.
We're just very excited to meet you because we have kids who are huge fans of Tron right now.
And I grew up with the original Tron.
Definitely.
Me too.
Yeah, I know you did.
God, I knew that little guy, that young man once. Anyway.
Do you have any favorite movies that are nominated tonight?
Mine is Gravity.
Gravity?
I'll censor on that. Because I said to somebody else, you know, I was like the original CGI character.
Yeah.
And I appreciate what Sandra had to go through. And I love the story that she wasn't the first pick for the movie.
Definitely.
That she was like number 4 or 5. And those other, the top 3 or 4 are all going, you know. But I know I've seen some of the behind the scenes stuff that they had to do on, that she did. And it's all very similar.
Definitely.
And yet she brought such a powerful performance. But I also, Matthew McConaughey, I think his journey to this role and to where he is now as an actor is really impressive.
Yeah.
I know the girls like him with the physique and everything, but as an actor, he's always been very solid.
Yep.
But he got the opportunity not everybody gets, and he got to step into a whole different league right now. And I think the industry is recognizing him finally.
It's a really great thing.
You know, but I want him to put his weight back on again.
Right.
That's
Me too.
that opening scene in Dallas Buyers Club. Oh.
Is this your first night at the Night of 100 Stars?
No, Norby and I are good friends. I come every few years just to hang out,
Yeah.
see my friends.
See some friends,
Yeah.
enjoy the night.
Yeah,
So you acted with Leo in Titanic. Are you rooting for him tonight?
of course I am. He's due.
Yes, absolutely.
I think everybody, by the time you get there, and we all say that, by the time you get there nominated, you're already a winner.
I'm an actress as well, so I understand how much work actually goes into it, and I believe every person that's nominated deserves to win, whether they win or not.
Yeah. Well, you know, you've got a bigger group when you quote unquote lose. There's only one winner, but there are 4 losers, and they can all commiserate
Right,
together.
there you go. Hi.
I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
And I'm Laura with
Hi,
the
Laura.
Intellectual. Nice
All
to
right.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
IntelleXual.
Yeah, with an
You're right. I get it.
Uh-huh.
That's not how it's actually spelled. Most
No.
intellectuals would have a problem with that, and I'm one of them, but I'll be all right.
So who are you rooting for tonight? Anyone in particular?
Honestly, Sandra Bullock. I really feel like anybody who acts in a LED lit cube for 6 weeks
Right?
did a little more work than the actors who had a great cast around them, wonderful sets, and, you know, live animals and, you know, everything that would make the environment seem real as an actor, you know?
That's a good point.
That
Very
is
good point.
acting right there.
Yeah.
That is using your imagination to the fullest.
Exactly.
I can't even imagine doing that.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You know, there was almost, for most of that movie, there's no other actor present with her. And in the rare situations that George Clooney's in it with it, they're both acting in separate environments, triggering their performance together, listening to each other through a comm so that they can tell how the influx. But I mean, you're doing a movie like August Osage County, you almost can't turn in a bad performance to some degree because you're there to do serious work, and so is everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
So what have you got going on? You got anything coming up? Anything funny? You're so funny.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm on a sitcom on Disney XD called Lab Rats. It's we're the #1 show on the network. We've been #1 since we launched. We keep beating our own records. We're amazing. I don't know what else to tell you. I play a billionaire scientist inventor, which you would think the intellectuals would appreciate more than anything else.
Oh, we
believe
do.
it.
I built my own 3D printer, so I think I'm highly qualified. I'm not even kidding. And I just directed my first episode, so now I'm in the DGA. So.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
All right. Well, it's really cool to meet you. So I
I
hope you
agree.
have a great have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
IntelleXual.
That's right,
Intersexual.
baby. Yeah.
We're the intersexual.
Sexual, yeah.
Use your brain and your body.
That's right. Said by House Parks, baby.
Yeah.
We heard you have some pretty cool things coming up. Would you mind talking about that?
Tonight, or
Just in general, James Franco, maybe.
well, I've lived in this community my whole life, and I'm an entrepreneur, mainly a real estate guy. About 3 years ago, James approached me, and he said that he wanted to do a movie. He wanted me to fund it. I said, okay, I'll fund the movie, as long as you work for free. And you have to bring a couple of your buddies to work for free too, but we'll donate all the profits. And he said, great, we're going to donate it to Tisch Film School, NYU. And he brought a couple of his buddies. He brought Mila Kunis, Jessica Chastain. We filmed a great movie called Tar that was in Rome. It'll make some money. It'll make a nice chunk of money for the kids at NYU. A lot of those kids will be given the opportunity to do things that otherwise they wouldn't get to do. And the goal is to find the next big guy, the next Spielberg, the talent that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity.
Thank you. How do you walk in those shoes? They're so
my gosh.
high.
I I was a ballerina my whole life, so I feel like walking in high heels is nothing compared to pointe shoes. So yeah,
it's like sweet treatment there.
Yeah, exactly.
So is this your first time at Night of 100 Stars?
Yes, I actually was on the Academy Awards, the 82nd Academy Awards. I actually danced on it.
Really?
Yeah, so I actually got to attend the Academy Awards before, but this is my first night here. So it's
relaxing,
cool.
right?
Yeah. I don't have to perform in front of like the most amazing people in the industry, plus it being taped live, plus having to dance and praying that I'm not falling. So this is like amazing.
What was going through your head right before going on?
Just don't fall, don't puke, just do what you're supposed to do, be on tempo. Just get through it.
Right?
Don't look into the audience. If I see Brad Pitt, I will probably die.
Can you tell us anyone you're rooting for tonight?
Well, she's rooting for Judi Dench.
I love an older woman who gets a juicy role.
I agree.
You know, there's so many good people out there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of pulling for 12 Years a Slave to win. So I thought it was an important film, not just entertainment.
Yeah.
What have you been up to lately?
Well, I've got a series on Hallmark Channel called Cedar Cove. We're just starting season 2. Yay.
And I'm starting season 3 of Sullivan and Son.
Hello. Hi. Well, how are you guys?
I didn't do it. It was him.
How are you tonight?
We're good. How you guys look fantastic.
Well, thank you. You guys look
Love your
fantastic
outfits.
as well.
I was wearing flip-flops right before.
You hitting on me, miss?
Yes, I am. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing ode to somebody.
Oh, to Macy's?
Yeah.
So what are you guys up to tonight? You just first time here, or you been to this
we've
before?
been here many times. We're really here to go down to the after dinner to pick up any of the gift bags that are left. That's my main
swag bags.
No, it's not really swag anymore. You can't do that.
Right? They're like $10,000 bags, right?
Not here. No, not here.
So, are you rooting for any Best Picture movies? Who are you rooting for?
Yes, I'm rooting for Judi Dench.
Philomena.
Beautiful. I'm rooting for the older people.
I would too.
Bruce
That's
Stern,
who we
Judi
learn.
Dench.
That's who we learn
Bruce
everything.
Stern.
Justin Bieber, all the old people.
Justin Bieber.
He's old news.
He's
Yeah, old news.
See,
There you
old
go.
actors, old news.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, what, you guys have anything fun coming up that the fans can
Thank
see?
you for asking. We just did a movie together called Conjuring Orson. It's about Orson Welles, a comedy about a seance. They conjure, they bring Orson back to life. And,
Interesting.
hopefully
That
it's
would
very funny.
play out quite funny.
They're presenting it at Cannes this week. Hopefully it'll get accepted. And we'll find out what's going to happen with it.
Peter's got a movie called Chavez coming out. I got an animated feature called The Snow King coming out. The Snow King.
All right. The Snow King, if you didn't get that the first time.
Is it kid friendly?
Yes, it is kid friendly.
Oh, good. Because I have a 3-year-old.
It's a sequel to another movie, so yeah, I think so.
Good.
I think so.
Very good.
But thanks for asking.
Desert Queen. No, that was Queen of the Desert.
You guys are a hoot. I like that.
We're a hoot.
Really?
You are a hoot. I like it.
That's the name of our corporation.
That's the name of our new movie.
That's the new project.
Who gives a hoot?
That's the name of our new movie.
Incorporated.
Pete, how are you tonight? Good. And who are you guys rooting for Best Picture tonight?
I think they're all good.
Right?
Because
There's
this
so
is
many to choose from.
This is a particularly abundant time for good films this year.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, they're all very diverse, very different.
And absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're all have wonderful performances.
Absolutely, the
And
actors
good
and casting.
directors.
Yes, definitely,
Yes.
I agree.
This is unusual for
Right,
a
it's
bunch
hard
of
to pick.
films that I would be happy with anyone won.
Yeah. Friday.
Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker.
Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker.
That's right.
I would have knew.
I just met the guy who was 12 Years a Slave. He was Mr. Parker in 12 Years a
Oh,
Slave.
how funny.
And he came up to me. He said, "You're just absolutely beautiful. I have to stop you." He said, "I was Mr. Parker in 12 Years a Slave." I said, "Isn't that ironic? I was Mrs. Parker in Friday."
We heard that you went to college when you were 16.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. The little birdie told us.
Yeah, actually, people don't know because they judge a book by its cover, but I actually have a 170 IQ, and I went to college when I was 16. And I actually hold 2 masters and 2 bachelors.
In what?
Before I was 19. So I started off, I had done acting my whole life. I started when I was about 2 years old, and I used to hold performances at my house and charge money for it because I'm also from Brooklyn. and I know how to earn money. So I was charging, and then I always thought that I would go into some kind of college and just get my degree and then go back to acting, but I actually became a model for 13 years, and I did Victoria's Secret and Guess, and I loved being a model because I got to travel the world, and there's a school of life. So even though I have my education, I think I actually learned the most about cultures, and I have become the woman that I am today by traveling the world as a model. So I'm really grateful for that. And it's also afforded me a great lifestyle. And now I came back to acting about 3 years ago from being a model, and this year is a great year for me. It's a year of firsts. I started my first full feature film as a lead actress.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's called Hotbot. It's with the Polish brothers as they wrote and directed. And Angela Kinsey, Donald Faison, Larry Miller, and I'm actually #1 in billing, so that's exciting. And they're all really wonderful to work with, and I got to learn a lot from them. And then also, I saw John Voight down there. He gave me one of my first awards at the Beverly Hills Film Festival for Abstraction, which is my first award and also my first lead in a short. And that's director Daniel Gomez, and we actually went on to go the film festival circuit and win 10 awards. So it's my first year winning an award for a film, and it's my first year leading a short, and my first year leading a full feature. I actually this year I'm really passionate about the Oscars, and I don't think I've been this passionate in my interviews before for the Oscars, but it's because there's a movie out there that I'm really fond of, and it's a Dallas Buyers Club, and I got to do my first feature film with Matthew McConaughey and director Norby Walters in Ghost of Girlfriends Past, and I got to see Matthew's work. And I'm really about the craft, and I started off as a theater actress, and he is really serious about his craft, and I've seen him create. I saw him create this year in Dallas Buyers Club, and I saw him create this year in Wolf of Wall Street. But I'm particularly impressed with Dallas Buyers Club because it's a message. There are people that are living with diseases that are not able to have cures, and they're not able to get better because the drugs are being withheld. And you can see that these people were able, with alternative medicine and a regime, they were able to make AIDS the new diabetes, which is nothing against AIDS or diabetes. But what that means is that people they're living, and you don't have to be rich like Magic Johnson to live. They were able to survive, and now people are living with AIDS, and they live full lives, actually until full expectancy. So that's why I'm really for Dallas Buyers Club, but I also love Matthew. So even if he only did Wolf of Wall Street, I probably would have still loved him too. And Kate Blanchett is one of the reasons I'm an actress. I love her.
Oh yes, us too.
She's an inspiration, and so she's my pick for Blue Jasmine for lead actress. I love Meryl Streep too. I've modeled a lot of my work after her. My craft and my ethic and everything, it comes from those two actresses. So I love them both, but I'm going to go for Kate Blanchett.
Who are you rooting for tonight for Best Picture? Got anybody?
Gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity. I mean, that was a great movie, right? That was a great movie. And yeah, I also want to see if Pharrell Williams wins for the song Happy. So
there we go.
I love that song.
It's a good song.
When
you
you
feel
hear that
happy.
song, you're happy. You can be sad, you can be mad, and then when you hear that song,
you gotta clap along.
I do clap when I'm
Happiness is the truth, baby.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm Jessica.
I'm Laura.
Is this going to be intellectual?
We'll try, but maybe I wouldn't. So how are you?
This is, I hope we're nearing the end. Yeah, we are. This is amazing. I mean, I know it's the biggest night of the year, but, and I think I'm missing the entire Oscar show.
Okay, we'll make it real quick. Who are you rooting for tonight? Anyone in particular?
So easy to answer that. Kate Blanchett. She blew me away.
She seems to be a favorite
Oh,
tonight.
a favorite.
Yeah.
She hasn't lost one yet. I think
Right.
she's totally 100% won every award, and
She's-
rightly so.
She's got to be one of the best.
Without a doubt.
Almost every role she has, she just nails
I
it.
know,
100.
but this one was extraordinary.
Yeah.
This was extraordinary. And I say, well, I got to be careful. But Woody Allen, all of it. And Alec Baldwin, who played my brother on Knots Landing, he was brilliant. It was a beautiful cast, but she hit it way out of the park. Way out.
I've been here about, over 10 times.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a regular.
Are there any specific movies that you're rooting for tonight?
I like Dallas Buyers Club a lot. I like Wolf of Wall Street a lot. I like American Hustle.
All very good.
Yeah.
Controversial movies.
Yes, those are the best ones.
And I think there's some fantastic performances. Leo and Matthew McConaughey, Kate Blanchett.
Oh, definitely. The night is done. Everybody is inside. We got to interview so many people, like John Voight. Are you kidding? pinch me moment.
Yeah, and James Cromwell, I am in love with his
He's
work.
so tall, so nice. Unbelievable. Such a fun night.
Not to mention Hal Sparks. He was the
funny.
funniest. He was the funniest, I think.
It's always funny.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. Enjoy your night. See you next time.